Fake football shirts are everywhere at the minute. This is down to the suppliers skyrocketing the prices, meaning that average fans are being priced out of football, and this means more people are buying fake football kits. But the real question is, are they actually worth the money? Well, I've purchased 3 fake football shirts to give you my honest opinion on the shirts. Let's start off with one of the retro ones first. We're going to start off with the Dortmund one and see what that's like. See if it's any good compared to the original. Now, I think these shirts are around like £100 brand new, and this came in at £14. Oh, just drop all that on the floor, that'll be fine. And there it is. Pretty good, to be honest. I can't complain, to be honest. As pretty much any kind of fake shirt I've ever reviewed, they always come in like these packets with like the make on them as well. So they always come with that. Always come with like tags on as well. Don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, they always come with tags on as well, making them kind of look as new as possible. And to be honest, I'm going to overlay the kind of shirts on screen when we're going through them. And as you can see, the detail on this shirt is absolutely impeccable, to be honest. They've got it down to pretty much what the original was like, to be honest. I am just looking through it. There is one loose thread here. I'll kind of overlay that on screen as well, but there is one loose thread here, but that's about it, to be honest. For 14 quid is pretty decent, to be honest. So very, very good condition for that shirt. No complaints with that one. Let's move on to the next one. We'll go for the Dortmund kind of, I think it's the anniversary shirt from last season or this season, just gone. And we had to go and get, of course, only one man on the back for this one. There we go. Bosh. I mean, we had to go and get Marco Reus on the back of this one, didn't we? I think he played his last home game at the Dortmund Stadium wearing this kit as well. So I feel that's pretty fair, to be honest. I also kind of looked at the numbers when I was unboxing these, and I was like, did it like have a red outline? It did. So, you know, very good detailing, accurate. I mean, the printing as well, it feels pretty real. I can't lie about that. Obviously, again, I will overlay this shirt on screen right now, but all the detailing seems pretty realistic as well. All the printing feels very decent. I've got no complaints with that as well. Again, like the last one, has authentic tags, however authentic you want that to be, but pretty much I can't see anything, to be honest, wrong with it. Like, there's nothing, like, I'm just kind of looking through the stitching and stuff like that, but there's nothing here that would indicate to me that this is a fake football shirt, to be honest. There's no kind of creases or anything that I'm looking for. There was obviously a loose thread on the last one, but this one from last season, or basically kind of, I think they're going to wear it again this season, is pretty much immaculate. So I'm very, very happy with that one. And finally, moving on to our final shirt, we do have the England Classic. Everybody's seen this one as well. Obviously, there's the kind of the fake ones that they make at like Sports Direct and JD. I forgot what they're called, but I've got one of these. So it would be interesting to kind of feel and compare the difference, to be honest. Again, I have spotted one loose thread, but that's about it, to be honest. Pretty much the rest of the kit is absolutely immaculate. Again, I will overlay this shirt on screen, to be honest. There is, like I said, one loose thread, but everything else is pretty much tidy and, you know, feels very identical to the other kind of, I think it's like soccer retro ones, you know, the ones from like Sports Direct and JD and stuff like that. Feels very, very much the similar kind of same material, which obviously they're trying to imitate the old retro shirts anyway. So to be honest, it's pretty good quality. Again, I can't lie, it's got the tags. Again, they're trying to make it look as authentic as possible. So again, for the quality and kind of the price that I paid for them, it's not too bad. The 2 retro ones came in at £14, and then the Royce one, which is obviously a newer shirt, was around £11.50, but then obviously I got the name and I got the Bundesliga on the tags, on the sides as well, sorry. So I think in total, it kind of came to around £13 for that one. So to be honest, after shipping, I think it all came to about £52 as well. So for 3 football shirts, 2 of them retro, which, you know, if you want to buy these like the proper ones, or even like the England ones where you can get the, like, I think it's called score draw. There we go, I remember what it's called. If you want to get one of the score draw ones, they're at least at the moment like 30, 35 quid from JD. So you're getting one of these, which is technically like a replica of a fake, not a fake, of a kind of a classic shirt anyway, for £14. It seems like a pretty good deal to me. Like, the only problem I have found with picking up these fake shirts is, of course, the kind of waiting time. Now, I know people that have ordered from the website that I've ordered from. I've also ordered from that website before. If you watch any of my TikTok videos, you know I've ordered quite a few fake football shirts and been reviewing them. Obviously, this one back here is a fake as well, this Dortmund one that just kind of sits on the wall. Now, those ones that I've usually had printing on take quite a while. I think that one took around 5 to 6 weeks to get here. These took around a month. Like, I ordered these before the Euro started. I ordered this on like the 30th of May, and now it's coming. I'm filming this 1st of July. So, you know, it's taken about a month to get here, but I mean, they're pretty good, aren't they? I would say, obviously, you know, just bear in mind you are probably going to have to wait for these shirts probably quite a bit. But then at the same time, I know people that have just ordered just the England shirts for this Euros, and it's taken about a week. So I would say give and take with obviously delivery times. But let's go and try all the shirts on, see how they fit. All right, starting off with the England shirt first, to be honest, the old retro one. And you know what? It feels pretty good, to be honest. There's a little bit of room at the back. I went for mediums, that's kind of my size. And to be honest, the fit of this is pretty impeccable. So I would say, obviously, with some of them, they can be a little bit temperamental around sizes, and sometimes they recommend ordering up. I'm naturally a medium, and I've bought a medium with this one. So to be honest, sizing for the retro one, especially this England one, feels completely fine. So let's go and test the other ones out as well. Next up is the Dortmund anniversary shirt. Again, gone for the medium. It fits absolutely stupendously, to be honest. And again, just wearing it, can't really see any creases or marks. I think there might be a little one here, on the sponsor, but that just looks like where it's been folded in the packaging rather than it kind of being a mistake as well. I'll give you a little twirl so you can see the Royce bit on the back as well. Obviously, again, that looks pretty fine from all kind of the standard stuff that I've been looking at as well. So very, very happy with this one. There is kind of a little bit of an uplift on this bit of badge here, but other than that, pretty good shirt. Now, interestingly, this is probably the largest one we've got, to be honest. Again, it's in a medium, but it feels awfully big, to be honest. Probably a little bit too big. As you can see, it's just kind of just going underneath my trouser, kind of, what's it called? The inner leg bit there. It's kind of doing that. But again, it feels fine. It fits pretty perfect. And wearing it now as well, I can kind of get a feel of kind of this shirt probably is, I'd say, probably one of the worst in terms of quality out of the ones that we've kind of unpacked so far, to be honest, because either the sponsor was originally kind of like not printed on, but I can't describe the word, but kind of like embedded in it. It feels very cheap. Now, I don't know if that was kind of on the original design as well. I've never actually kind of felt one of these original shirts, but if it is, I'm going to obviously get both of these shirts up on screen right now and compare the two. But again, if this is like the way it was originally made, then that's completely fine and acceptable. But if it wasn't, then it is kind of a little bit, you could probably tell that this one is fake, especially when these shirts are going for hundreds of pounds as well. As well as trying the shirts on, looking for any kind of misprints or details or anything like that has been missed, we're of course going to put them up to the old washing machine test. We're going to have it on a 60-minute cycle with a wash and a tumble dry as well to see how the shirts manage. Obviously, if any of the printing comes off, we're going to take a look and see how they get on. Okay, so we've washed and dried every single shirt. Now we're going to take a look through each one, make sure that it hasn't done any damage, you know, any of the printings come off, sort of kind of looking for any other damage as well that the washing machine might have done, suggesting that these shirts aren't worth buying because of their poor quality. Okay, first we're going to start off with the retro Dortmund one. As you can see, I can't really see anything that the washing machine might have done. The only thing I did see was this is slightly coming off at the corners. So maybe potentially with more washes, this could get a little bit further damage, to be honest. Moving on to the second shirt, the England retro one. Again, doesn't look like the washing machine has kind of pulled any threads or done anything like that. So this one looks like it's in very, very good condition. Moving on to the final one, it is going to be the Dortmund kind of anniversary shirt from last season. Again, the front doesn't look like anything has potentially been damaged there, so we're all good in that regard. But obviously this one, if I flip it correctly, obviously had the Marco Reus printing on the back as well. And I was kind of a little bit skeptical with it going in the dryer as well that some of this would have started to peel. But as you can see, it's all in pretty decent condition, nothing peeling. So very, very happy with that one, especially obviously with this being a fake shirt. You would expect some of this to peel away. Maybe with more washes, that might be the case, but overall, right now, nothing has peeled. Okay, so the aim for today's video was to find out if these shirts were any good and potentially worth the price point that we're paying with them being so cheap. And I definitely argue so, especially some of the retro ones with obviously Nike re-releasing the Brazil classics and still charging 60 to 70 to 80 pounds. For me, that definitely obviously opens a market up for these retro shirts. And I think the big talking point is whether or not these shirts are kind of ethical or whether or not we should be buying them. And for me personally, I think it goes down to the fact that yes, there is always going to be a demand for fakes. There always is, whatever you do. But I feel if they made the actual proper authentic shirts a lot more reasonable, obviously a lot of people going through a lot of hardships at the moment. If they made those shirts a lot more reasonable, there would be no need for fakes and a lot more people would be buying the kind of legitimate shirts from the obviously, you know, proper retailers and stuff like that. But the reason these are doing so well is because, you know, prices are so high, people can't afford it and they are getting a little bit stupid with the pricing points. If you did enjoy the content that you saw on the channel today or any of the other videos on the channel, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. But thank you very much from me and enjoy the rest of your day.